we had 3 CFOs from FCT. 3. It turned out that all are fake. The CFO was gotten from FCT as a government, not as an individual. 3 property allocated or said to be allocated. We paid money. We paid money. When I now sent the liaison officer, the people from the FCT took him to the land. Later we discovered that it was fake CFO. Look at the money we have paid. The people disappeared. We can't find them again. Over 50-something million naira we paid. Gone. Because that is how it is being done in FCT. And we are saying that it will not work again. No more agent. Nobody is saying that you must pay this 5 billion within 1 week. No. We must give you enough time. But what is important is that something we're even going to introduce which will make so many people to be angry. I will seek the approval of Mr. President that every CFO will be linked to a NIN number. If it's a company has a card, they have a NIN number. As an individual, you have. So we will know property A belongs to Mr. Z. So that we know when this house falls, we know who is the owner of the property. So that we know, for security reasons, when there's a crime committed, we will know who owns the property. The only thing people are afraid, they will now know that I have 10 properties. Nobody wants that. But this is what happens in developed countries. And also for purposes of taxation. People being able to pay their taxes. The rich man will kick against it. It's not true. But anything that will help our society, we must do it. We must do it. There must be orderliness. There must be sanity in our system. I just came back now from a inspection of projects. And I told the press, by the grace of God, from what we see from now till May, which will be 1 year in the office of Mr. President, you will confess that there is a difference. And that's what we're about to do. Three months in office. 3 months in office. I can tell you authoritatively, I have saved not less than 110 billion naira for FCT. And this money will be attached to projects. To projects. And so that people will see, indeed, the money we are paying, the taxes that we are paying, is being utilized for the interest of the people. We are rolling out our own buses, our own taxes very soon, in the next 1 month. Where this one chance will be a thing of the past. So that if you make the mistake of going to enter a taxi or a bus that's not our own, it is your own. These buses and taxis will apply all the rules in a Sokoro, my time. We are kicking out Keke Napep. We are kicking it out. At least for now, in this area, some of these Keke Napep are agents of criminals. Some of people say, oh, they are struggling. I know. They are struggling to have something in their stomach. I agree. But our own interest too is to protect our citizens. I will not, because you are dying of hunger, then I allow everybody to die. I owe the duty to protect people who are doing genuine business. We allowed them since because we are not ready, the buses and the taxis are not there. But now that we have it, because I can't take an action without alternative. Now there's an alternative, we have no choice to take that decision. We can allow them to move to the rural areas. For the first time, it has never happened, where we are now intervening in the area councils to construct roads. Roads. We have 6 area councils, it's not true. It's not true. Now we have taken about 30 kilometers of these area councils to do roads. It has never happened there. We are trying to create more infrastructure in the area councils in order to discourage people from moving down to the city. If we create this and have the buses, people will prefer to come from their areas and come to work and go back. Why am I saying all these things? It's to let you know that the 5 million we are talking about, I know how painful it may be, looking at before, when things are not moving on well in FCT. You say, why will I pay this money? The roads are bad, no street light, no sanitation. We are determined to change that narrative. And of course, you will attest to the fact that you are seeing some changes. We have not gotten to where we should be, but we believe we'll get to that place with the support of everybody. It is painful, but it's an inconvenience we must face. At a time like this, decisions of government now may not be the best decisions, but the decisions that, at a long run, it will be the benefit for you and me. How will you feel? You have a CFO, but it's a fake CFO. How will you feel? At the end of the day, you are fighting. How will you feel? The CFO you have been allocated to another person. So, it is not, I don't want to do something that people can manipulate it. No. We are not saying you should pay yearly. The only thing you pay yearly is the ground rent fee of even about 100 something 1,200 a year. Why are people crying? For over 10 years, they have not paid. So it now looks big. For like 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. As if we are charging the people 4 million. But they forget that it is ground rent they have not paid for about 10, 15 years. Because nobody is enforcing. What do we get from the federal government? So many people may not understand. FCT gets 1% of what federal government gets, not 1% of the total money to be shared. Some people make mistake that this month, the federal government and the other tiers of government shared 800 billion. And they calculate that 1% from the 800 billion. That's not correct. The share of federal government out of that 800 billion is 1% that is paid to the FCT. Now take for example, if the federal government makes 500 billion of the federation account for this month, 1% of 500 billion is how much? 5 billion. That is not the salary of FCT a month. The salary of FCT a month is 8.9 billion, even higher than Rivers State. I was asking, what's the population of FCT? What's the population of the FCT? To pay 8.9 billion, about 9 billion naira as salary. Rivers State pays about 7 billion. Now, having gotten 5 billion for the federal government, can that pay salary? Is it possible? So where do you fall back to? We are not part of 13%, right? We are not part. And you want the development of FCT. For 2024, the national budget of FCT is 17 billion. National budget of FCT for 2024 is how much? 17 billion. And that's what is given to us. For 2023, 17 billion. But you know how much have been released? 7 billion. Since January till now. So everything falls back to IGR. If we have been having this kind of interactive section, people will know. People will know. But when you don't let them know, they assume and put together, there's so much money in FCT. I agree. What I can believe that there's so much potential. There's so much what? Potential. No, not that there's so much money. And that's what we're trying to harness. To stay in the city is expensive. Is it a lie? To stay in the city is what? Expensive. These developers who are saying so now, you know the money you admit. Who are the developers? Who are they? Raise your hand. Don't be shy. If I tell you the money you have made out of us, if the people hear it here, if you see the agreement between government and you, lopsided, against government, lopsided, but I'll forgive you. Forgive me. I cannot come now and change it. But the truth must be told. This is where we are. This is where we are. And that's the only way we can help ourselves to move forward. We're trying to provide a city that people will know that, yes, really, this is the only city we have in Nigeria. I will be proud that in our time, that indeed you are living in a city. But to make it that city, tough decisions will be made. Hard decisions will be taken. And that's the hard decision we are taking now. Very painful, but bear it. It's part of life. This is your own contribution to make us better. So because of that, I said I've spread it, I'll give you time. Because the services we're providing, the governance is you. So let me come and meet you and talk to you. This is where we find ourselves. This is the situation we are in. so you will appreciate it. Because the committee may not be able. So that when they came to me, I said, don't bother. I will appear by myself. Let me see their faces, let them see my face. Let them not only be watching me on television. I said, this man is a hard man. I'm not a hard man. I'm a human being. But you know, as a politician, you have to also protect yourself. Do you understand me? If you are too something, they will deal with you. You know, in this game, you don't always be a gentleman. Sometimes you be a gentleman, sometimes you don't be a gentleman. So that is how it is. So most of you see me from far. The man is too hard. I'm not a hard person. But I want things to be done very well. I'm not happy for that. That's why I say I will come here. If I can stay in my office, I say I won't see anybody. But that's not the best. Because you will go with the belief that, you just took a decision. You don't know what, I know. I know. So I've decided that even when the committee finishes their report, we'll give you up to 3 months. Listen now, listen. Why not listen now? Come. Okay, hold on. Okay, can I ask you one question? Now, do you know what it takes me to sign 18,000 CFO? Do you know what it will take me to sign 18,000? Do you know what it takes me to sign 18,000? Eh? How many of you can sign 18,000 in 3 months? You know, it is easy to say, sign 50 CFA a day. Most of you will go to the hospital. But I can tell you, every security feature will be put in it, and nobody will say the land you have been reallocated to another person. No. So all these things are taken into consideration. So I think that you don't have any problem. And you may not pay it once. That's what I'm saying. I don't say in these 3 months you must pay. No. You can divide it in the 3 months. Maybe this month you have 1 million you pay. Maybe the other month you pay 1.5. I didn't say go at the time and pay 5. I know the economic hardship. I know that. But at the end of the day, you benefited more because we have provided security and we have provided the opportunity to enhance your businesses. That's the most important thing. When I was in the state, compare to all the governors in the state before I came out, I signed not less than 40-something thousand CFOs in the state. But when I came, nobody signed 600 CFOs a year. Nobody. And for me, if I don't sign, how will I get the money to carry out projects? No. That's why you can see when I was in Rivers, it was as if it was a magic. It's not magic. Commitment. I'm telling people this is what you want to do, and you will achieve it. For me, everything I said, I will do it. God is keeping us alive. There's nothing anybody, as far as I'm concerned now, being governor for Rivers State for 8 years, it's enough for me. It's not true. It's not true. What do I really want again? Now is services and what? Services to provide and support Mr. President for his renewed hope agenda. So my brothers and sisters, I want to appeal to you to reason with us, to understand that we are not doing anything just because we want to collect money, no. It's just that it is difficult for us too. You know how much it will be to put all these security features in your CFO? You know how much will be charged by the security companies? It's not an easy task. It is difficult for us. But it's difficult for you to pay lump sum. And so we have to consider the economic hardship and spread it for you. The only problem you will have is that even if I assign the CFO, I will make sure you are finished paying before you collect the CFO. Because Nigeria, if I allow you now to collect it, no, you should know this country very well. And I come back to revoke it. Well, that's Nigeria for you. They forget the arrangement, the agreement we reached to. In agreement is what? Yendeba. When we agree on something, keep to it. That is what they call gentleman's agreement. When we agree on something, keep to it. Not when I've cut my own part, you will not keep your own part. It's not good. So this is what we will do. Please forgive us. Those of you who have violated, you applied to build office complex. Now you have turned it to residential. Is that good? Is that good? This area had been earmarked, for example, commercial, for example. Why do you go and build residential houses? Now we have come now to say no, comply. If you don't want to comply, you pay a heavy fee in order to deter people from violating. Those ones will be paying the money yearly. They will not pay one off. So it will pain them. As in the sweet us. You know? Yes. It will pain those who refuse to comply. That it will suit us who are obeying the law. I mean, how can you do that? That's where the whole master plan has been distorted. You don't even know residential area, you don't even know commercial area. It's not done. Stores here. See somebody inside residential, there's a store there. What kind of system is this? You see how painful it is that we are trying to implement the law. Who is the new minister? The new minister, be careful. I'm the only minister they gave, they did give us. So that's what we are doing. It's not because we are being vindictive. Vindictive against who? Look at prime areas like Maitama, Asokoro. Developed areas. In developed countries, you don't see, except it's a green area, allowed. We don't see empty lands like that. How can government give you land for 15 years? You will not develop the land. Land that maybe pay 100,000 naira. Now you want to sell at 3 point something billion. The essence of giving you that land is for the city to develop. Now the lands are empty. Criminals are using it. Shanties are being built there. And government has come up to say, no, we can't allow this again. All those areas, since you don't want to develop, there are those who want to develop. Give them to develop. So we know that our city is growing. That's the way it's supposed to be. People will not bring politics. Those who fought me. That's my business. You fought me what? I defeated you. What am I fighting you again? How many times will I defeat you that you know I've defeated you? I ain't fighting you. We are finished politics, it's not true. We are not in how will I know you own a property when you have a list of about 3,000 people? So I will sit down to look at 1 to 3,000 to find where my enemies then you don't have any job. Mostly when the names are in company names. So what's my business? But that does not change me. I will do the right thing. I will get abuses. Yes, that's what leadership is all about. Sometimes when I wake up, nobody has abused me. I say something is wrong. Because you can't be doing this type of job and people will not abuse you. Then something fundamentally wrong. But when I see this paper, abuses on me, I say, I'm doing the right thing. That's just the way it is. Everybody now talking about El-Rufai. But when he was here, how many of you liked him? How many of you liked him? People didn't like him. Oh, he was bringing mosque down. Oh, he was bringing church down. This and that. But the man said, listen, we have to get this right. It doesn't matter whether it's mosque. It doesn't matter whether it's church. It doesn't matter whether it's a shrine. Obey the law. Look at churches, build churches now. No path. Everywhere. You can't move on the road. You can't move. Is that fair? It's not fair. Even the prayers, modern prayers, you see that everybody have moved out to the road. Meanwhile, there are mosques. What do you do? It's the society that we are in. But if you want to make correction, people will fight you. People will fight you for nothing. When the Muslim Management Committee came to see me, the ISSUANCE, I said, look, you didn't tell me this was in existence. Go and bring the fire now. This job must be done. Somebody took it. That I said, you should go and demolish National Mosque immediately. And some people were believing it. The other day I went to the mosque and I went to the Christian center where a contract was awarded before I came, and the contract was abandoned. I said, no, go back. Call the contractors, let them go back to the job in the two sides. Because they are national assets, as declared by the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo. So how would I want to destroy a national asset of the federal government? Therefore, you must also be careful of what you hear through the social media. I've never seen anything destructive like social media. We have some good ones. We have some very, very bad ones. So be careful. Be careful. You heard what Sarah said, that workers, after that, I refused to pay them. I don't even know what was going on. It was they themselves, arranged themselves. And when I had it, I called the bank and said, what's going on? He said, no, they are surprised to see that. He said, but do you have any problem with the labor? He said, no, that they met and that they requested that, look, there should be a letter to the National Assembly for fairness, because the money they have is not enough in the vote to pay this. And they all agreed. And I have even signed the letter to the National Assembly for fairness to use this money here to pay. But some reports carried it just to think that, you know, these people, I don't even listen to them. When I'm taking my decision, I have three sicknesses. One, I can't talk. Two, I can't hear. Three, I can't see. So I can't talk to reply you. I'm not even seeing, I don't know who's talking. I'm not even hearing. So I'll do my job, I'll move on. I'll sleep well, very, very well. And my BP will be very normal. 100/78. Why those who are writing 250 over 350? Is that not debt? Is that not debt? Me, who's in the work, no high BP. You that's writing having a high BP. Because you are doing something very funny to bring somebody down. So you must be sick for it. So I hope that you understand my position. I have nothing to do against you. Nothing. Because if I do anything against you, remember that in Abuja, I'll be the chief campaign manager of anybody I'm supporting. It's not true. It's true now. I didn't talk about party instead of anybody I'm supporting. At my level now, I don't talk about party again. It's not true. That's still smart. I talk about persons who will help us and redeem us and bring us from where we are. Thank you and God bless you.
Separate those two compartments. When people hear of 5 million, essentially there seems to be a misconception. For instance, some people have a house that is just a room sitter, one bed. Others have 5 bedrooms. Now the question that is agitating the mind is, if there is a flat rate for CFO, is 2-bedroom house owner or 1-bed house owner going to pay 5 million as those who have 5 bedrooms? I believe that over time there's going to be a more enlightening statement by the committee to say that this thing is going to be graduated rather than being a blanket fee. So I think that's about the residents. No. Sorry.
If you understand what you're doing, it's not the same amount of grammar that is paid. If you check, hold on. If you check, take this now for example, is 10,000 square meters. This is 2,000 square meters. The guidelines are not the same. That's what I'm saying. But if you want to have a CFO, which is a security and business document, it is not created based on it is 1-bedroom flat or 2-bedroom flat. But if you are saying, listen, it is not, the truth is the truth. If you are saying, look, we agree, but please, is there any way it can be amended? But not to say, no, you can't try that to no, it's not correct. Nothing like CFO of 5-bedroom, different from CFO of 1-bedroom. It's one document which is used to go and make business somewhere.
Representing Henderson, sir. Victoria National National Association of Nigeria, Estate in Lokobuma. The Honourable Minister, we really appreciate you. You have done well. You have sent him from changes in Abuja within the past 3 months. The Minister, sir, our prayer, what we are asking, for you to look this matter with an old man's eye. What am I saying? This estate, the mass housing, mostly were civil servants, retirees, and you are collected mortgage for the demand. Where are we seeing this money, the honorable minister? Look at them like a partner to us. You have given us an opportunity which we have never seen. I have never seen the FCT minister. During that time, in 10 years, for 8 years, and then after we have wanted to see the minister, but we didn't see. Only the director, the program was not zero or 1 year. Thank you very much. And please, I'm not talking about my life. The honorable minister, look at this matter with our own man. You are a partner to all of us. This money is fully for us to don't have it. Thank you very much.
I don't want to reply you in the several times. All of us, let's not do it. We know. Let's high target this. Most of the houses are owned by citizens. Yes, so that's why I said, when we introduce this name now, I want to go. So, this is civil servant, military, or military. If we need to go down, the air will be defeated. Why you as a retiree? Why are you using this CFO to back to the business? Retiree.
Yes, sir.
You are using the CFO to work for business.
Oh, my children, that's how people behind.
So, the only thing, if you have one explanation here, you understand how difficult. But I think the person that killed, maybe the first would have covered it all. We have covered it all. I think it's, even as a media, I can direct them. Look, listen to what I say. Argument of we are serious about, that will make me happy more. I sit as a minister, I don't want to look at them here. All these people make control. Who are the people? Tomorrow they come and tell me we are planning. Even pregnancy, you pregnancy. It's not for the oil industry. Don't go there. In fact, if I were you would have mentioned pregnancy at all. Because if you make them actually increase the yes, we are taking from 2 people. Yes.
I'm able to stand this people. My name is Henry Wike. Is the beginning. I'm the chairman of the Resident Association. Resident Association. River Valley Estate. The Kokoda. Yeah, you get our own pregnancy. Odoros. But it's gratifying to know that the minister has mentioned that infrastructure will be extended to us. Because the way it is now, we do our road by ourselves, we do our water, we do our lights.
Yes.
And security.
Yes.
Right. That was supposed to be done by the developers.
Having said that, from the look of things, I guess we cannot get anywhere to the minister of this issue of 5 million.
No,
He seems to have spoken. But I want to appeal to the minister side. You have said we want to do things with human that's what they are here. And today's meeting is a clear departure from what we had yesterday. For those who were here yesterday. Yes. I want to appeal to the minister that 3 months is too short. I want to appeal to the minister, sir, please look at things with compassion for us. We want to live in Abuja. Those of us are not inside Abuja, we come to Abuja to do business. If you can give us 1 year, sir. Yes, we will help you. Please, I will listen to ourselves. Even if I give you 1 year, you say 2 years. But I'm not giving you 1 year. See, the problem we have, we don't want to be realistic. Mind you, we are entering another year. We don't want to miss our graduates. We don't want to miss our graduates. We don't want to lose the time together with other taxes that are coming up. We have started capital gain tax. We have started property tax. The law is there. I didn't make the law. I have told you that we have freed the issue of 5 million. But we have come to where it shouldn't be the same. We have said, okay, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom will be worked out. I think that is, I have taken into consideration that it can't be the same. It can't be the same. And the human being, it does not mean that someone who is 1 bedroom will not be richer than 1,000 people. No, it does not mean so. No, don't do that. Someone who is living 1 bedroom very much happy that somebody who is in 3 bedroom. Contrary, that someone who is not married has money. Somebody is married with 5 children, is struggling, it's not good. So it's there. But we won't go to that level. How do we define it? Well, then November, this morning I need it from roads. You are talking about their own road now. You want me to wait for 1 year to do the road?
No.
So, which money will I need to do the road? You want me to use another to do the road? Tax. It's not about tax. No. Because I see you as my brothers and sisters. I will 3 months, I will extend it to 4 months. Listen. Hold on. My friend, if you are shaking like this, it cannot, my friend, no. You are not kind of very well. Start with, government does not regulate how much you sell the houses.
Give me the
Government does not regulate it. To start with, government does not regulate the rent you collect. When you come here, you don't do everything people can allow you free. No. I thought we are doing something who are working together. You can't have everything. You take here, I take here. It's given you can't have everything you come here. It will not work. It will work. I want to stand firm and tell you this. I've ended up for once. I'm not going to go beyond for once. I'm not going to be human. I'm talking to ourselves that we're human. I don't like people who take, I can sit in my office and take a decision. Yes. Will you go to court? Yes. Go to court. How will you go to court? I said, you will pay $1 million for your vote. Which court says, this is what you will pay. I'm coming here for us to discuss as people. And I've elaborated, explained everything to you. Developers, look at what you're benefited. The roads are not even there. Part of the problem, you should provide infrastructure. You are the one who do it and sold. Government is not getting any money from it. It's our land. We gave you provide infrastructure ourselves. But it's not providing infrastructure. Now you have sold the land, you have sold the houses. You have rented the houses. Government did not determine how much you rent or how much you sell. We don't do this way. So we don't lose some certain things we have made. I don't want to talk about duration again. I've ended up the duration. Thank you, and God bless you.
Are you the cited estate? Honorable Minister, sir, we want to say thank you. This is the first time as a family we are seeing the minister to discuss issues. We want to appeal that as residents, some of us have taken loans from cooperative societies, from mortgage banks, to take care of our families. Ground rent, CO4 rent, all the rents, we appreciate your thoughts. But we want to appeal that you look into the amount. If you don't get this money, you cannot develop the city. We know that. But please, we are begging you that you should consider reduction of the 5 million. Thank you very much.
Where the lady was going to. Simply she said we're excited. Not the excitement, but at least we're discussing. Don't need to jump up. No, we're not excited. Don't get ever excited. Stay where you are. Don't get excited. So the things are very much like very excited. Me, I'm not excited. How many people have spoken? Four.
I respect every member of ABUJA. My name is Barrister Pius Onika. I'm a resident at Lockwood. Yes, I Lockwood. I'd like to commend the Minister particularly for your stride in achieving the political stride, and of course placing everywhere we ought to. We will appreciate the fact that if the FCT is developed today, the minister will enjoy just an infinitesimal part of it. The whole resident of the FCT will enjoy the whole union the minister seeks to achieve for all of us today. We commend you for that. As an individual, I know what it took me to acquire a plot of land in the estate where I currently have a land. And that I have succeeded in developing that property. As I speak now, I do not have 1 million naira kept anywhere. That if you ask me today to bring it in the next 3 months, 4 months, I can't fetch another 1 million naira as an individual. And I know my client, so many persons share it. So the time frame, the Honorable Minister has reached a decision on the time frame and has said that there's no going back on the 4 months. I know that when the Honorable Minister returns back home, he will sleep over the decisions he takes. That is number one. And then the second one is, I understand that ABUJA is categorized into different phases and factions. Well, the resident within the Metama axis, the resident within the Sokoro axis, and the likes. And then you move to Bubu and all of that. Of course, I know that the Honorable Minister will know that there are places in ABUJA here that the occupants there, the residents there occupy land allocated by SCDA, but they don't even have roads that you can pass. There are some of these places that are better, in fact, there are places that are better than them, if you look at it. So, I know that the Honorable Minister too will appreciate the fact that...
You have a second to pre-present your question of what you want.
Yeah, very well, sir. Yeah, very sorry. So that I will apply to the Honorable Minister that whatever amount that is going to be for COO in residential areas within the developed areas like Nyesom should not apply for the other places that are developing. Yes, and finally, sir. Yes, finally, sir. We pray that the issue that the Honorable Minister has addressed already with respect to
the size of property occupied by individuals should equally be taken seriously. We appreciate you, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Honorable Minister.
No problem. It's great. You know, everybody has, now you have gone now to categorize a sort of, my government, this and that. Good one. This. We are also going to categorize the type of CFO you have. No. Who's categorize it? You want us to categorize the kind of CFO you have? No. Hold on. We've not done that today. CFO is I have fulfilled my obligation. I have spoken to you. I have said there, nobody can do anything that will satisfy you to everybody. In every decision you took, some will be the ones that will enjoy it more than others will enjoy it. Some people will not enjoy it at all. It is like that. It is like that. When I go home, I will change the water house. If you know me very well, maybe you have not heard about me. I didn't go home to talk about this 4-bedroom family. Don't go home. No. You should know me very well. There are things you don't bother. I have spoken to you, and I thought I've done the right thing to meet you. You have spoken to me. I've added one. You have spoken to me. I've made amendments that I can't make amendments in every case. So the last person is a woman. I will pick that. A woman? Is a woman. 3 people here. 4 men, 2 women. So that is where it is. I've asked what she said. Do you know what she said? You now appreciate what we're doing. If you had what she said, do you know the problem it will take us to resolve all these issues? I don't want to call the name of the developer. It's a problem now. I have to do the external solicitors to advise us. There are so many things about this land given to developers. So many things. What we are going to do? We have the housing estates. We have names of those they gave for development. We have the CFOs. All of you who want houses, then I plan will indicate that you have a house which you want. It's also estate. And first you get a house, you're entitled to your own CFO. How do you take the matter? If you're under rent, we cannot give you CFO. If you're under rent, we can't give you a CFO. Rather, we collect CFO from the man who owns the property, so that you differentiate. On rent, we cannot issue the owner of the property. But on purchase, you're the owner of the property. So many people have entered into wrong hands. I have told you this year before. So many people are victims. So many people wanted to go and do this for on our behalf. I told you we refused. It's not what I told you there. We refused. The kind of money they would have made at the entrance of the government. Look, the features that you have in this your food will be different from the other features. I have told you. It's not going to be a simple CFO. I'm not 2 persons again. We'll have one CFO in one man. As is the regulars, I will issue that in the end. nobody will go and forge any CFO. This committee will set up. They will advertise. It's not only as was spoken, they will advertise on major newspapers. If you have property in this housing estate, apply for your CFO. No one developer will apply for the whole housing estate. Let me tell you, because you don't know me very well. Nobody can compromise me. If you are gay, you cannot. So, anything like you, I don't think now it's too that you're coming in. But you don't know what you're going to pass through to make sure that you are all protected. You're only looking at 5 million. We were waiting for some people who used to get court orders. Every second. We are waiting for them now. It's not the court order is no longer available. I'm in charge of FCT. That thing you know. That thing you know we know. So we are waiting for you. I have hired 28 senior advocates to be ready to defend FCT on anything pertaining to land matter. No longer FCT are going to prevent us again because the business is too much. But people will fight back. And fighting back, we are ready. They'll give us all sorts of bad names. For today, you hear so many things in social media. Don't worry about that. It's my job. If I'm not prepared for it, have you come here? I'm prepared for it. So, part of what we're doing is to make sure people have confidence in the land administration system of the city. If I tell you how many people they have taken their land, they are located to people, prominent people, just think you will feel bad. It happened to me. I was a governor. I came here. I even went to court. I won in court. They refused. The day I became the FCT minister, I said, come here. What is my life? That was the first thing I did as I came. Where's my man? Of course, it didn't take 2 minutes. My man came back. But you ask yourself, is it everyone that will be a minister? Someone should feel other people suffer. If I was not a minister, I would have gotten my land back. Consider all this. Some of you have spent so much money, more than 5 million naira, to get security of their property, yet you can't get it. So, don't look at one side, look at it holistically. And then you know you are the beneficiary at the end of the day. But if you look at it on the monetary side, you know, yes, you are losing. But if you think at it holistically, know what you are passing through, and hand now, we can go home and sleep. We can 2 eyes closed. You can say, no. That's nothing like this. This is what I want. So as you go back home now, kneel down and pray for us. Say, God, continue to give us the strength and wisdom. It is not easy for us. The pressure so much. Left and center. Some people are powerful here. They can go up and put pressure. Tell the Prime Minister to watch what this is doing now. You know who are the people who back you up. You know that? Pressure. Pray for us. Now we continue to do who we are to stand on pressure. So everybody will be happy at the end of the day. Thank you, and God bless you.
Shall we take the national anthem?